Question 88. Consider the following statements. India accounts for 3.2% of global exports of goods. Statement 2. Many local companies and some foreign companies operating in India have taken advantage of India's production linked incentive scheme. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? So I have given one article from Hindu and another from Hindu Business Line as sources. So let me just show you the links. This is the first article. It was published on May 2023. So India Russia said to suspend talks to settle trade in rupees. So it is a random article under business headline. So business section. So if you see here, it says the rupee is not fully convertible. India's share of global exports of goods is just about 2%. So I just mentioned this news article because it covered this point. So even if it was not mentioned, the share of global exports of goods are all important data you should be aware of. As far as Indian economy is concerned, you should be aware of such important data that you should be able to quote it in mains answers also. So you should note down such figures. It is, I think it is around 1.7%, not just to close to 2%. And in the question it was given something 3.2 or something. That is wrong. And about PLI scheme also, there was a news article that appeared on Business Line. PLI scheme, October 2022, and Atmanirbhar. So there is a this is a good article that covered a lot of points about PLI. So again, business. If someone asks me whether to read Business Line or not, so I have seen a few questions come from Business Line connected to economy topic. Even if you skip the Business Line, it wouldn't hurt much. But yeah, if you have time, you could look for such long articles discussing about various aspects of Indian economy, which is something nationally important. Okay, not stock related or something related to some companies. Such news are not needed. Some articles that are relevant to national economy. So that's what I have to say. If you see, it talks about what is PLI scheme and how it helps manufacturing sector, how it helps imports, exports. So all that is given here. So you could easily answer this question from if you had read this article. So if you see, India account for 3.2% of global export of goods, that is wrong. And many local companies and some foreign companies operating in India have taken advantage of India's PLI scheme. That is true. So that is question 88. Again, even if you doesn't read the Business Line, you will be familiar with PLI scheme when you go through various government programs, what government is doing for the manufacturing sector, what are the steps the government is taking for improving labor participation and all such issues. When you read such points, like you will come across this PLI scheme and you will be familiar with it. So that is question 88. Moving on to the next question.